beat from scratch, man. That's all I'm doing. Don't know what I'm gonna come up with, but I guess I'm gonna come up with something. Let me get all my shit set up right. See what we got. I just want to thank everybody for supporting the channel, and I hope you learning something. I try to break it down much as possible. I'm not really going to do too much talking. I'm kind of going to walk you through my steps of creating. And I got a 2 bar loop. Y'all know I'm working on the 4,000. So I got a part one. I always try to separate my parts. So we got part one set up, and we're just going to start with the hi-hat though. So I'm just going to record. I'm just going to see what I can come up with. I'm at a 94 BPMs. All right, so I didn't hear that. So I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to put it on 16th notes. I'm going to put it on 16th. I'm going to do it again. All right, so I'm cool with that. So now I'm just going to adjust my swing. Just going to give it a little bit of swing. All right, so I gave it like a 52% swing. Just went up 2 knots, right? Left it early, hit do it. So now we got that. Now we're going to go to another part. We're going to add the kick and the snare. I like to do the kick and the snare on the same track if I'm feeling that. Sometimes I separate the snare from the kick, but if I don't, I'll fix that later. All right, so I decided I'm going to add that other hi hat in there into the beat. And I do this is just to give it a little like a groove. I kind of want the beat to bounce a little bit. So let's just see what we come up with. I'm gonna record that. I'm gonna listen to that. All right, so that took away that first the hi hat. So I'm not gonna hit it on the one. I'm gonna wait. Record that. I think that's cool right there. All right, so I kind of wanna add. I kind of want to just put it all on this one track to see what I can come up with a rhythm. So I'm going to do that. I'm still on hi hats, cymbals. So I'm going to add that in there. I like that. All right, so now I'm gonna go. Now I'm gonna go to that. Let me set up. Now I'm gonna go to the next. Make another track, and I'm gonna make this be part two, not part one, because I want to separate that. Select that. So I'm just gonna try to fill it out. See if I can rock with the cymbal. That's what I'm gonna do. So you notice I'm gonna keep that swing at 52. I'm gonna freak it. Here we go. So what I know is I missed that one kick, but that's cool. Sound all right to me. So I'm just gonna listen. I think I'm gonna swing it a little bit more and just to listen. And you can do that live. You can do it in real time while you're listening to the beat. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do is while I'm doing this, I'm going to turn the swing all the way up, and then I'm gonna back it all the way down, so you can hear how them drums, that kick and snare is gonna move in the beat. All right, so that's cool. That's cool right now. So what I did was that kick in the snare, instead of being swung at 52, I swung it at 57, and I got a shift early, and the amount I shift that note early was 15%. All right, so I'm gonna hit do it. I like that, so I'm gonna listen again. So we're gonna turn this down. We're gonna turn that down while I'm playing it. All right, so I'm cool with that, right? So now I'm gonna take the kick. I'm gonna take that kick and I'm gonna pitch it. I'm gonna pitch this kick. I'm gonna pitch it, and then you just go into your pitch. Hit that, hit that note, and then I'm gonna start tuning it down. I'm gonna listen to it while I'm doing it. All right. Set my monitor to multi. I want to see what it sounds like when I pitch it. right, so what I did was I had two kicks, right? And I just started shifting it. I start tuning it to what I want the drums to sound like. I always get my drums tight first. I don't give a shit what I do. If my drums ain't right, my samples, my frequencies are gonna be fucked up. All right, so I'm cool with that. I'm gonna listen again. All right, so that's cool, right? So now I'm gonna take that snare. I'm gonna take that snare and I want an effect on that snare. But before I do that, I'm gonna tune this snare in real time. I'm gonna listen. You hear that? I don't want to get too carried away because I just tuned it up like +5. So now I'm gonna put a reverb on that joint, right? And I'm gonna go in to that. I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna send that signal to a reverb, send A, and then I'm gonna turn this down so I can hear some of the reverb, right? And I'm just gonna go into my effects. I'm gonna go into my effects. I don't normally do this. I do this after I make the beat, but I want to kind of do it while making the beat to kind of show you how the beat moves when there's no effects or nothing on it. That's how it sounds. Now we're going to put effects on that snare only, and we're going to put a reverb on there. And I don't know what kind of reverb I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna listen to something. I'm gonna do like a bright hall. I'm gonna hit that, and then I'm gonna listen. So that's a lot. So all I gotta do is go back into my program and turn down that effect. Start turning it down in real time so I can listen. All right, so that's cool. So what I heard was this that snare. I don't want to turn it up. I might can turn it a little bit, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna layer it. I'm gonna do two of them snares. And all you do is just go and go into your zone. You got that snare, and then we're gonna come down and we're gonna put this other snare, the same snare, and we're gonna adjust these two. Right, so now we got two of them. And I'm gonna play and I'm adjust one snare, tune that, turn one up, turn one down, I'm gonna listen. So you know what I'm talking about. If I change this sound, watch what it sounds like when that snare hits. Beat God. Beat God. Knock it, right? So what I'm doing now is I'm taking snare two and I'm pitching it down, I'm tuning it down so it won't play this exact same tuning of snare one. There's two snares. It's the same snare, but now I'm gonna tune it because I want to hear how it sounds in the pocket with the beat. So that's what you hear. That's why you hear it's changing. I ain't do no volume adjustment. I just want to get the tuning right on snare two. So that's cool. Like that's that. Like I like that. You see how it brought up? It brought the snare up. It brought that snare up in the mix, right? So I'm gonna play that. I think I'm just gonna go straight into chopping now. I'm gonna find me a frequency. Oh, that's dope. So I'm gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna make a new sequence. I always gotta make a new sequence, right? So that's sequence two, and now we're gonna go into track three. Hold up, track three, part three, and this is gonna be my frequencies. So now I'm just gonna the play the the drum track, and I'm gonna listen. So I'm going in the vinyl right now. The drums is cool for me. They're good. Now we're gonna just go listen to some vinyls. All right, so here we go. So I'm gonna cut that off. I'm gonna play some vinyl. I can't play too long because they're gonna catch me.
A crisp autumn morning at Langley Air Force Base, where there seems to be no sign of life except for a black limousine speeding over the deserted mountains. But even though it's there, a shape that takes on radio success, giving us Steve Austin in time. But at that very moment, elsewhere on the base, a ship that's coming from within accelerates it.
Down!
Slamming his body up against
Run Austin down. What did Austin
Talking about? Want to know it? The eventual use of a point. Why don't we use a justification in this empty incident? Lesson was.
I'm skimming.
unprepared for the Austin is which? It's the advanced end. But which one? It is nearly an hour late. Of which Steve Austin is which? Until only one Steve Austin remains standing. But which one? It is nearly an hour late. A shape that...
What's the problem?
You do know more about the place. Actually, the king's daughter... She's a fan of yours. Have a nice trip, Steve. Colonel Steve Austin of the United States Air Force.
Welcome to America, Colonel Austin. My yes, I stayed silent.
Hey!
More than just
Time, Steve. The time, Steve. And maybe I'll see you again when I do.
I don't hear that. I don't hear this it's a lot of comic. It's a lot of comic shit, right? I don't hear that. I hear like some jazz. I hear some jazz shit on that, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into some jazz. So I'm gonna play the beat. I'm gonna go over to my vinyl. I'm gonna turn the light on. And the camera probably gonna change, but I'm just gonna listen to the beat. And I'm gonna get some vinyl. I'll be right back. All right, so look, sorry for the delay. I don't rush my beats. I I got some vinyl, right, and when I was out, sometimes when you hear it like face up and you step away from it and you hear that, on the other side of the room. I was in my garage, smoke. I took a smoke break too, right? Quick smoke break, right? I heard some jazz, but I heard like pockets of jazz, not nothing where it's like what the hell's going on? Not nothing where it's like where it's a continuous loop. I don't want to do that. I wanna I'm gonna play this vinyl. I can't play the vinyl too long. When I hear a sound, a frequency, then I'm gonna sample that into the 4,000. So I know what the loop is like, but I'm gonna play the loop. If I play the loop and play the frequency, sometimes they won't catch me. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I want you to, you got any questions? Just ask a question. Cause I'm looking at my computer on this live. So here we go, and I'm gonna tell you who I gripped up. I gripped up some. I'm not gonna show you the album. I'm gonna give you the name. I picked up some Don Cherry. I got some Don Cherry in here, right? And some Ashford and Simpson, right? So we're gonna start with Donnie. I like Donnie. This is my mom's collection. This vinyl that you about ready to hear is before I was even born, man. Like I'm 65. I mean, born in 65. This is my mom's collection. So I'm just gonna. I got over maybe 1,000 albums to hers. She listens to a lot of jazz. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna listen, and I'm gonna play. I gotta play the beat while it's playing, so they won't try to catch me. Turn it down, So I like that part. I like that. I look. You gotta remember, I'm playing it with the beat. It's not on tiny, but once I hear that frequency, that's what I'm gonna start with. So we're gonna sample that. We're gonna turn this volume down. We're gonna hit record, and we're gonna sample this at we're going we're gonna make this. We're gonna sample this at instead of 16-bit, we're gonna make it 24-bit because I want to get the cleanest possible of that sample. I don't want it to be gritty. I want the clean sound of it. So I got a stereo mix. I'm gonna get me a level. Man, the level already gonna be good. I already know my level good. Let me just play it real quick. So we're gonna sample that real quick. So right there, that little part that I heard it's gonna be dope, man. Watch what I do with it though. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. So we're gonna have to figure out. And what's so crazy? The name of the song. I got a baby girl coming in 2 months. Her name is Malia Amora Shamsuddin. The name of the song is called Instant, Instant Happiness. That's crazy, man. How in the hell I pick a song and I'm already have a newborn, a little girl. I got 9 beautiful kids. This is my ninth child. I'm gonna name this infant. All right, look. I got it. You gotta name them. All right, so that's locked in. So it's infant, right? Enter, and we're just going to keep it. We don't want to sign it to a program. We're just going to keep. I'm gonna keep it, and then I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna go on my main. This is going to be part. It's going to be part 3. It's already got. All right, so that's going to be part 3. So now I'm just going to go into my sample, and I'm gonna trim this sound right here. So now we're getting into choppy. We want to chop it. I am going to chop this. I'm gonna chop it in parts, little tiny pieces. But I gotta get my start point right. So we're gonna do that right now. That they are chops. Let's get that a little tighter. All right, so what I do is I go in my edit and I discard that part that I don't want. So I'm gonna discard that. All right, I'm gonna give you my breakdown. Look, so I'm gonna overwrite that. So when I'm playing this, I'm listening for like I'm counting 1, 2, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. I'm counting. But you know, jazz got a swing to it. So if you don't, when you're counting and you off, that's okay. But just keep remembering that one count at 94 BPM counting. So now I'm gonna get my end point right. I'm gonna get the end right. Right? Let me get the end right. And now what I want what I want is a loop. So I'm gonna turn the loop on. Once I get the loop right, it's gonna be cool. All right, why is it doing that? Because my loop end. Hold on, let me get it right. So you hear that, right? So we want our loop end to be. Hold on, let me make sure I'm right. I got a loop on, right? Let's go to the beginning. See my loop my loop wasn't set. I don't know why they do that. My loop wasn't set right. So now I'm gonna go to my end loop and I'm just gonna hold this down and I'm gonna keep playing, see how it loops. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so I gotta get my start. I gotta get my end point a little tighter. I gotta give it some more room. I don't have no room, so I'm gonna bring it about right here. Every time I'm hitting this pad, I'm counting. You see how you can hold it down in real time and just adjust. I'm adjusting my endpoint in my loop. All right, so right there, that's good. But I gotta trunk this because I don't want that other parts. I don't want all that other part. I got my beginning. All right, so that's cool, right? So now I'm gonna, in order for me to get, I'm gonna turn my loop off. I gotta get No, no, let me put the loop back on. No. I'm going to set my loop beginning is already 0. My end, I'm going to set it to the end point of my sample. It's not loop, it's not going to loop. It's going to be 383,575. All right? I'm going to set No, I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. Hold up. My endpoint, my loop is 368675. So I'm gonna set my sample end at that same number. What I say? 368. I'm going to go 368675. 675. Enter. So now I can chop that. I mean, I can trunk it. So once I trunk it, I'm going to edit. I'm going to discard it. Do it. So I'm going to overwrite that. I'm going to keep that same loop. So now when I turn my loop back on, that loop that I had was doing, now is I ain't got to worry about the other shit. Because if I didn't trunk it and I go into my regions, it's going to fuck me up because it's counting it's going to count my beats. Anything you do in a loop is counting beats. Beats are just either they quarter notes or 16th notes, wherever you set it for. I'm already in 16th note, but I'm using quarter notes as my count. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm probably going to do let's count it out. All right, so look, just because I want it to be perfect, sometimes you got to be off to get on. And what I mean by that is, we always trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and what if I want to go and a 1, and a 2, and a 3? Instead of me going 1 and I might want to go and a 1 and a 2, 1 and a 1 and a. I might want to go 1 and a. I might want to go and not 1 and. I might want to go and because that's when I play the beat. I might not start on that 1. I might go boom and a 1 and a 2 and a 3, just to get these chops to do what I want them to do. They're going to do what I want them to do because you're going to figure it out. You're going to have to. You gotta count. You just gotta count, man. Just count your shit out how you want it. We always taught to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No. What if you want to go and a 1 and a 2 and a? That's why then when they be playing, they be like 1, 2, 3, 4 and. You know what I mean? So we got the loop. Now we're gonna turn the loop off, and now we're gonna go into our region. Now, how many regions I want? It's already set for 1. Just pick a number. I'm just gonna say 16 fucking regions. I'm gonna do 16 regions, and then I'm gonna list. I'm gonna count my regions out. I'm gonna do 16. 16. I'm gonna do it. Here's region 1. Hold up. Here's region 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see how that's kept? that would be my next chop. I don't want to do that because I know I'm gonna play this beat. Next region. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fucking I'm gonna go ahead and chop this up. 16 regions. Cause I had my loop the way I wanted it. I had 16 regions. Let me see something. Hold up. Let's just say hypothetically I ain't want to do 16 regions. What if I want to do 32? Just go back into the region and hit that and make that I can't really see my screen. I'm gonna make that bitch be 32. 32 chops. Hit do it. So now here's region 1. Here's region 2. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth. You like, what the fuck is you doing? Because I know when I play that beat, what I'm gonna hit, how I'm gonna hit my chops. So I'm gonna do 32. That's 2 banks, A and B. 16, another 16, 32, right? All right, so we're gonna just go ahead and hit edit, and we're gonna go ahead and set it to we want it to be a new program. So I'm going to a new program, and they're gonna chop it into a new program. I'm gonna do it. So we got a new program. It's called Infant. So all I gotta do is come back out, go to track 3. If it's track 3, it's part 3. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna set my I'm gonna stack that program. Here go my chops. Bang B. So how do I fix that? When I hit this pad, I'm not even gonna play the beat. If I hit this pad, it's not gonna play all the way out. So I'm just gonna set my region. I'm gonna set my my release. So all these pads gonna go set the release, and how you get them all. I know how to set them all where they do the same thing, but I don't want to do that because some of them I don't want to release like that. So I'm gonna hit this, and I'm gonna set my region, my release all the way up. Now I'm play all the way out, and I'm gonna do the same way with that. Plays the whole sample out, that whole chop out. And then I want them to cut each other off, so I'm gonna hit them in the key group. I'm gonna put them in the key group, hit my pitch, and I'm gonna set each one of these in a key group of 1. Because they're gonna cut each other off. So they cut each other off. So when I go into the beat, that's what happens. But I gotta turn these chops down. They gotta get turned down. So let's go back into let's turn that program down. All them chops gotta get turned down. So when I play the beat, that's what I get. You see that? Let me turn them up a little bit, though. It's crazy, bro. Look. Let's record something real quick. Off the fly. I'm pausing, holding, and forwarding. Watch this shit. I don't like that. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it right there, right? Just in case my shit fuck up, I gotta save it. I'm gonna save it. Cause I gotta go. We're gonna do a part 2. Hit new. We're gonna make a new folder and we're gonna call this what I said, infant. I'm gonna call that infant, right? Hit enter, do it. Go to infant folder, and I gotta save this beat. Come to that folder, multi, do it, save it. It's gonna save all my shit. Real quick. Alright? Alright. Then I'm gonna save my sequences. They do it. Yep, they save. So now if the shit cut off, I'm good. So that's what I got, man. I get back. I'll be back in probably 15, 20 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do a part 2 to show you how I come up with a rhythm to that drum loop. Peace.